If you're running a marathon, it's important that you prepare in advance and make sure that you're training and increasing the intensity of the training. When it comes to the date for that marathon, you're performing at your highest level. Similarly, when you're preparing for SCA, make sure that you're training yourself such that when it comes to the exam date, if you have any unpredictable cases, for example, any complex, challenging cases, then you're able to deal with that case. The work starts with the preparation, simply hoping that you will rise to the level of expectation required to pass the SCA is not a good strategy. During the exam, you will be under exam conditions, stress and pressure. It's more difficult for you to perform well. So what you want to do is to train to a high level such that on the day of the exam, even if you're not performing at 100%, you fall to the level of your training and you manage to clear the exam, which is why it's so important that you practice and rehearse, seek feedback, refine your consultation skill at managing these complex cases. For example, if you're not sure about how to handle a complaint, then it's important that you have a chat with your supervisor, discuss the complaint procedure, ask your supervisor if you can attend SCA event meeting that will help you to understand the process, how to manage risk. Do these simulated role plays where you're handling a difficult encounter. For example, if the patient gets angry because you're not agreeing to what she's requesting, how you're going to handle that. So these ethical cases are very important to practice so that when it comes to the exam, you have done it a few times and you know how to deal with that. It's important that you make sure that you brush up your knowledge and skills and you practice at using empathy to listen to the patient and empathize so that you can help the patient in that difficult situation and come to a plan that's going to be satisfactory for the patient. Let me give you another example. You've got a patient who's requesting termination of pregnancy and she doesn't want anybody to know about it. She doesn't want her husband to know, and she requests that the consultation is not recorded. How are you going to handle that request? How are you going to explain the plan for this patient? It's very difficult if you haven't thought it through and haven't practiced this type of scenario. So this is why it's so important that you make sure that you practice challenging cases and know what are the solutions that you can provide to the patient. For example, you could say to the patient, well, it is very difficult what you're requesting because it's important that we document the consultation. And if something happens, then, for example, after you had the termination of pregnancy, you have a complication. If nobody knows about it, it's going to be difficult to provide you the care that you need. And explaining to the patient the reason why you need to record it and come to a conclusion as in what you can do for this patient to make sure that the information is confidential. A possible solution is to categorize that encounter as hidden in the patient's record so that it's not going to be viewed by anybody who check her notes. So explaining that to the patient might help in that consultation. Have you found the insights in this video useful so far? If so, you might be interested in SCA Blueprint and mini course. This is a free blueprint that you can get and teaching from myself. Just click the link down the description below and sign up and you will get a teaching from me every day for the next 7 days. If you have practiced a variety of complex and challenging cases, then when it comes to the examination, you will find that you'll be more confident because you have done the work and you know how to manage these challenging cases. If you found this video useful, you might want to watch the next video. Click here to watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.